Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn is the bottom right side as the Farseer. We have a foreign name. Spawn as a Tech Marine. We have Bandolero. Spawn as the Force Commander. We have Deimos, and Spawn as the Apothecary. We have Zerocry. So not even any Order Malleus. We have 3 Space Marines and a Farseer. Also got standard build over for everybody. Tactical Marine, Tactical Marine, Tactical Marine, and Howling Banshees. We do have second scout for the Force Commander. Pretty standard, but the other players, I'm not going for another unit at the moment. We may see Rangers or a Guardian Weapon team or some Assault Squads or some heavy weapon, Devastators, that's the term I'm looking for. Apothecary has a bit of damage there, has used his heal ability, needs to use another heal ability relatively soon on himself. And it looks like this player is getting a little bit overwhelmed. Getting some pot shots on the Howling Banshees as they start hacking apart this power generator. Tactical Marine trying to tie up the Tactical Marine up in melee, and Farseer as well. This Tactical Marine squad is connected with this for a requisition point.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
His teammates now trying to push down south. He's basically pushed and captured up entirely up north. Now captured the central VP as well. So looks like Grid's going to take an early VP lead. And now got the Tech Marine and the Tactical Marine squad and gain some good damage onto that Tactical Marine squad. The second squad of Tactical Marines being plotted by the Tech Marine. And the Guardian squad does force back the Force Commander. Got these forces advance forward, trying to get some damage there on the Howling Banshees. The Howling Banshees are making soft retreat away. Farseer's been upgraded the Spirit Stones. And now we have the Howling Banshees, Tactical Marine Squad, and Tech Marine Squad advance forward. Let's get all these guys in the garrison. There's a lot of windows here, so it could be a reasonable fight from. Though he's still surrounded by 2 players, so it's not as great though. We do have these Tactical Marine Squad engaging the Force Commander. Force Commander does force back the Guardian Squad. We got all the Scouts and Tactical Marines now pushed way down south. And Red's garrison will hold. Blue has 2 Howling Banshees here. It's a little bit unusual. Howling Banshees are powerful, but they tend to be glass cannons. Scouts just soft retreating away, trying to maintain the maximum range. This Tactical Marine Squad is starting to get overwhelmed by these forces and does fall back now. Up north got the Scouts engaging the Scouts. The Scouts do win. And starting to get some damage there on the Scout squads. Over here, do you have the Scout squad being overrun by the Howling Banshees? Devastator setting up, gets a great suppression there. And now got shotguns there. I was hoping for the Sergeant there to throw a grenade. See them throw a grenade. Let's get a shotgun blast there. Does get a nice grouping with damage as well. Another Scout squad advancing on forward, trying to get some damage on it. This one's not being upgraded, some of the other players as well. And now looks like the Farseer will overrun the Devastator. Down south, Guardian Squad does get forced back there. Does throw a possible grenade there, knocking back one of those models. And the Apothecary should be able to get a good heal out on himself or on his teammate. He's pretty wounded. As regarded to the customized storm motor, now being upgraded purification vials. It basically gives him an incendiary grenade. Tarantula Sentry Gun on one field, got a good suppression weapon platform. He can always be flanked by that line of steps there. But let's set up the angle to protect him from this steps as well.
There is no glory in pointless defeat.
Assault Marines jump on top of the Scout Squad, does retreat back in time. The Assault Marines could jump on top of the Tarantula Sentry Gun as well. Tactical Marines and Tech Marine trying to gun down this power generator. We got this power generator fully maxed out. Got this one fully maxed out as well. The other power node is down here, in which Red has claimed both of them. No power generators on either of them at the moment. Assault Marines will flank the Tarantula Sentry Gun, but we got the Tech Marines and Tactical Marines getting some good damage there. You got, it looks like the Master Graphic Boulder deck has a high powered shot there. Good try of the flank there. Now we got a Flamer squad deployed out by the Apothecary. And the Guardian squad does fall back with there.
An ally has taken a victory
We do
point.
got a Scout Sniper deployed on the field. Let's get some suppression there. Grenade or Shotgun Blast knocking back the Technomarine there. He does have access to a grenade ability now. Scout squad does fall back there. He may get some good hits down the retreat, but decides to engage the Howling Banshees, who do fall back early. All for standard fought there. The Scout squad receiving private damage there by the Farseer. And we've got Mastery coming out by blue in this region. This Farseer may go down. No, she has plenty of health.
An ally has secured a power node.
Ready to serve, brother.
Trying to capture the southern flank. And we do have the Tactical Marine squad running around. We've got the Torrential Siege Gun getting some good suppression there on the Tactical Marine squad.
The enemy is one of our tarantula sentry guns is under enemy.
Does get some good suppression on these squads there. Does heal himself a little bit. Very nice.
An ally has taken a victory point.
Does get a shotgun blast there. The scouts could return in kind, or maybe throw a grenade on these forces. Tactical Marine squads and Tactical Marine squad and Technical Marine are now trying to engage this force. Down south, just trying to just capture some sectors there. Apothecary is quite wounded there. Got a shotgun blast there by the red scout squad. Flamer squad advancing forward, trying to get some damage there onto the Trench Siege Gun. Will get some good damage onto it. May want to see Purification Vials there. Purification Vials was thrown. That only gets the Tech Marine. Apothecary needs to fall back sooner rather than later. He's so very wounded. And we could see a grenade there by red. Good knockback there. Red's scouts are over in this region. Got two squads of shotguns. And a scout sniper does fall back there. And the shotgun squads are not pursuing these forces. He's trying to capture these very southern sectors. Red just captured the requisition point with Assault Marines. And a shotgun blast does hit the scouts. And does get a good snipe shot there from the Tech Marine. Grenade does connect there. Assault Marines do jump on top of the scouts with shotguns.
A battle brother has fallen. Do not let the sacrifice be in vain. Research underway.
Ready to serve.
Oh, we got the full auto there from the Apothecary onto the Farseer. And we got the kinetic pulse there from the Rangers. We got tier 2 research buying all these players, though the Force Commander already has tier 2, and now going for the Razorback.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy. An ally has secured a requisition point.
We got the Ranger squad pushing way down south. We got the two Howling Banshees in the region as well. We got Kinetic Burst there onto the Tactical Marine squad with a Flamer. Devastator set out on up, getting a good angle there, forcing back both those Howling Banshees. And great grenade there, getting some great damage. If he would have pursued it a little bit more properly, he could have eventually got a squad wipe. You know how they raise it back, moving around. Needs some good damage on these forces. Tactical Marine squad behind some heavy cover there. Now we've got the Flamer squad engaging, destroying all of these power generators. Force Commander engaging the Tech Marine there. Does get a good knockback there. Got the Scout Tactical Marine squad on the high ground. Gets good damage on the Tactical Marine squad. And the Force Commander will go down there. Tactical Marine squad here is a little bit damaged. Receive a snipe shot there from the Tech Marine there, like that. Apothecary could push one forward, try to pick up the Force Commander. Raise it back, scouts, shotguns, and we've got Assault Marines there with the Sergeant. Push way over in this region. Assault Marines jump on forward. Knockbacks on these forces are currently camouflaged. Quite a bit of force there. Assault Marines, I'm not sure what the Assault Marines are doing right there. Does spot all these forces there. Assault Marines do fall back. Does spot the Fire Dragons as well. Oh, we got a Whirlwind deployed on the field. I was like, that's not a Razorback, that's the Razorback icon. But do have a whirlwind now pulling the field. Mars here falls back there, receive a bit too much fire there. Flamer squad. Librarian now pulling the field. We upgrade the 4 staff there. Whirlwind barrage raining on in. Off-carry needs to heal himself and fall back. He does not have nothing to heal himself. Let's get a caster with the Librarian. Back up the Force Wave being pulled now. Or Force Barrier. Knocking back all these forces there. Gives good damage. Whirlwind does see some damage there. Not a whole lot. Does teleport away the Scout. The Scout almost looks like it's going to face the wall there. And now the Devastator is falling back as well. Alan Beach is falling back right there. And now got the Tech Marine receiving a bit of damage there. Whirlwind barrage raining on in, knocking back the Tactical Marine squad. We got the barrage raining on in, forcing back the Librarian. Scout Sniper sniffs region. Fire Dragon is trying to pursue the Razorback. We got Whirlwind squad on both sides. There's a lot of line of sight blocks to the Whirlwind. And now got the Whirlwind counter barrage raining on in. Last can Devastator pulling on the field, trying to get a hit on something over here. We've got multiple Whirlwinds now pulling the field. I don't think you should go for more than one, in my opinion. They're a good knockback tool, but they're not like the highest damaging tool, are they? These are great knockbacks there. The other one should be off cooldown soon. Got a counter barrage raining on in. Their counter barrage is not that great. They're not anti-vehicle, they're anti-infantry, and more of a disruption, really. Last cannon Devastator does find good hit there on the Whirlwind. More knockbacks there. Plasma grenade was thrown by the Guardian squad there. Got Scouts and Shotguns advancing forward. Assault Marines jumping on in, trying to throw a grenade on these horses. Got global repairs activated by the Tech Marine. Got Torrential Sentry Gun being put on the field as well. More knockbacks there. Razorback and Whirlwind push way forward. Got the Scouts and Tactical Marines base up north or south. Fire Dragon's Guardian squad push way forward. Trying to get some good damage there onto the Assault squad there. Both of these squads are currently suppressed by the Torrential Sentry Gun. Let's get a good cast there on the Scout squad. Let's hold back there. Great grenade blast there. It looks like the Librarian may have just went down right there. Yeah, it looks like the Librarian got wiped out there. Whirlwind barrage raining in from both sides. Tactical Marine squad does fall back there. This Whirlwind's pretty wounded there. Fire Dragon's creeping to pursue it. Knocked back there on the Howling Banshees. More barrages raining on in. Scout Sniper firing away. The Fire Dragons does get some good damage there on the Scout squad. Farseer receiving some damage there. Falls back now.
An ally has taken a victory point.
And that point does get deactivated. More Whirlwind barrages raining on in, trying to hit the Razorback. But maybe force fire on the ground, I'm not so sure.
I will not fall.
Tactical Marine squad seeing a bit of damage there. More rockets raining on in. Grenade Stone wipes out that squad entirely. It's hurts himself a little bit, but that's fine. Getting a full squad wipe with that. We do got the Webway Gate there. Does charge forward with these 2 Howling Banshees. One upgraded Aspect Strength, the other one's upgraded Aspect of Fleetness. Force Barrier pushing back all these Howling Banshees. Going to hit some of these Devastator Marines there. Devastator squad does fall back. Rangers getting some good damage there onto the Scout squad there, who's also falling back. Purification Vials, you see all the green below there. And the Apothecary does fall back as well. Howling Banshees getting some good hits there on the fresh Librarian. Librarian's receiving quite a bit of damage. And looks like one of the Howling Banshees, both Howling Banshees squads are falling back. Assault Marines pushing way forward. Oh, and that was a missile launcher hit? Wait, where did that missile even come from? Can Razorbacks fire against other vehicles like that? All of a sudden I just saw a direct missile hit.
Is capturing one of our victory points.
I must be going crazy. Oh, no, there's a tactical marine squad in the field. Maybe that was him with a missile launcher? Nope, that would be hitting his own force. I don't know. More missiles raining on, trying to repair the Razorback and the missile barrage there. Good knockback there. Oh, there is another. Oh, so these guys can fire off missiles, can't they? Some more artillery raining on in. Those the Razorback does throw a smoke grenade on himself. Down south, Red is advanced support of a lot of these forces. Blazken, Devastator, and the Stormguard veterans with crack rounds will be very useful to hit some of these whirlwinds. A Librarian does spot the Librarian there, does use a force wave there, and does miss the Librarian in front of him. And he will knock back the scouts there. Does get a good special attack there with the Librarian. The crack rounds will come in very handy. There's the Trench Sentry Gun there. Does get a good hit there with the last Ken Devastator. The other one could be hit there. He's starting to punch the whirlwind. I'm not sure what that teleport was there for. I think he was in a good position there. Gonna find some crack rounds there, getting some good repairs on in. It is, looks like appear to be global repairs as well. The Treasure Station Gun is one that's actually getting repaired up by the scouts. Messing up all the whirlwinds there, the crack rounds. Good knockback there on the Howling Banshees. More missile hits on these forces. Got these forces all suppressed, we'll see 10 damage there. And now I've got the Psychic Storm, or the Warp Throw Gravity Blade, that's what it is. Levitation Field. Knocking back these forces. These forces are getting suppressed. Mo takes the base sentry gun there. Good purification vials, getting some great damage. Onto his own forces. Oshtark now trying to hit the retreating back Stormguard veterans. And the grenades more successful. Wiping out the Stormguard veteran like that is very, very good. Looks like the Apothecary has lost quite a bit of force, but he's going for tier 3 right now. As a Scout, Devastator, and Librarian. Razorback is still healthy, sort of. Got some good knockback rating on in. Fire upgraded the Dragon Scale Armor, giving knockback immunity. Right now, Blue doesn't have a whole lot of tickets remaining, so Blue really is hard hitting his VPs. He does have a whip gap there. That is a assault squad up there. Warren Barrage getting some hits there on the Howling Banshees. They need to fall back sooner rather than later. I think that's Psychic Storm being called in, yes. Has the Ruined Armor, the Gravity Blade, and Spirit Stones. The Tech Marine has the Mastercraft Bolter, Artificial Armor, getting for the Refractor Field. Force Commander's down and still down. And the Apothecary still has the customized Storm Bolter and the Purification Vials. Force Commander's now lined for tier 3. The Apothecary and the Force Commander does have a decent amount of red points. Blue team, not so much. More grenades raining on in. We do got a missile. Oh, was that what it was firing off the missiles? Was the missile launcher turret? There's apparently a missile launcher turret on the field. Relatively rare asset. Warwind falling back. Arstark will get wiped out. Hound Banshees is ripping apart the Librarian now. They do fall back now. More missiles raining on in. Force Commander has been recovered. Not sure if it was resurrected or respawned. And now we've got the Assault Marines there, getting suppressed there by the Shuriken Cannon. Does come away. Down south, we have the Fire Dragons engaging these forces. We got the Force here receiving the damage there. And now got the Scout Squad falling back. Got the Guardian Squads firing away as well. Some missile launcher hits there. Got the Marine Squad with missile launcher receiving a bit of fire there. Levitation Blade does. Of course, the Levitation Field doesn't levitate these forces, needs some damage on to lose. Assault Marines there. We've got the Terminator Squad out and deployed out by the Apothecary. And got more whirlwind barrages right there. Terminators deployed out. Hits, melee hits it, and there goes the whirlwind to the fire dragon or to the tech marine. Now there's only one whirlwind deployed on the field. The Razorback has also gone down 1 point in time. Between which the whirlwind just took a last cannon shot there, and then it's going down. All the whirlwinds now down, so no more massive artillery barrages everywhere on the map every 30 seconds. Does force back that scout squad there. He's forced to push forward, and Apothecary looks like he will go down. It looks like the live tech marine now being upgraded to the Axum Mechanicum. Let's get a good knockback there onto the Howling Banshees. They do shine the faces though of the assault marines there. They do get a good attack, knocking them back. The Farseers are falling back there. And now we do have the heavy flamer upgrade on the Terminator squad. Starting to scorch the earth there where the Howling Banshees are standing. Fire Dragon schemes good damage there. Scout Sniper still alive. Guardian Squad can throw a grenade onto the Terminators. They do get a grenade throw, but they do void it with the teleport. Fire Dragon now seems to fire. And now we've got more Terminators being put out. That H Blade does get on the field. Now we've got second squad Terminators deployed out by red. So both the Force Commander and the Apothecary has Terminators. Guardian Squad does fall back there. The Architect in the field may wipe out the garrison, does take out the Apothecary inside the garrison. Now Tech Marine's falling them back, does get healed up a little bit there. Force Spirit push these forces back. Now got the Force Commander on to decapture these points. I saw plus 30 on him, not sure what that was.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Plasma Cannon Devastator firing a shot, rolls and misses on the Terminators. Finds a good hit there. This Scout Squad against good spotting there. Plasma Cannon Devastator finds a close range shot there, knocking back those Terminators, allowing them to retreat them back. Now we've got the Scout Squad falling back. Got this massive force rushing forward, camouflage, trying to overwhelm the Terminators. It looks like they will be successful being overwhelmed, but does use the, not teleport ability, but the Psyker teleport ability, whatever it's called. The other Terminator Squad now seems to fire there. They do drag or teleport away. Now we do have some people pulled out right there. Is there more Terminators? There's a drop pod of Tactical Marines. For the Tech Marine. This squad could be upgraded to Stormguard Veterans, since it has no veterancy. Let's look at some of these Terminator models now. We're seeing private damage. Now sprinting away thanks to the Librarian. Purification files those connect there, and now we've got the Howling Banshees falling back. Plasma Cannon Devastator finds a decent hit there. And his Terminator Squad is falling back. Does the Levitation Field firing or lifting? And he is starting to knock back the Tech Marine once again. It seems like Tech Marine's been knocked down so many times. Mars here does fall back there. Plasma Cannon Devastator shot rolls a miss.
Understood.
Plasma Cannon Devastator rolls a miss. Does get a good hit there. Another Force Barrier being deployed on out. Trying to knock back those Tech Marines, or Natural Marines, Terminators. Up north we do have, looks like the Assault Marines being engaged. I thought it was squad-wise some sort there. Yeah, well, no, maybe the Scout Squad escaped through the webway. Does get a good heal there, but it looks like the Assault Marines may escape on out of there unless they brave the turrets. And it looks like the Assault Marines... Actually, yeah, the Assault Marines do glide around the ground. Scout squad does get a shot there on the fire dragons. It's a good hit there on the fire dragon as well.
Target acknowledged.
Looks like these forces starting to get lifted on up, and they're screaming quite loud. I haven't heard a Terminator scream like that before. Got the Howling Banshees now trying to rip apart those Terminators. They do, of course, this is the one with the heavy flame emitter. Does just decide to scorch earth with the Howling Banshees are. Knocking back all these forces there. Howling Banshees getting knocked back as well as the Terminators. We got this Stone Guard Barons now getting some damage down to Apothecary. Apothecary's now down to half health. Large Shark getting good special attacks there. Knocking back the Devastator Marines. Up north, you have the Terminator Force Commander capturing up that sector. By the way, there's a Terminator Force Commander out in the field now. Storm Guard Veterans and Librarians do receive a Plasma Cannon Devastator shot there. Sovereigns do fall back right there. And the Apothecary looks, or the Farseer is down right there.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
Target acknowledged.
Decided to sprint away the Devastators here. Scout Squad receive a bit of fire. And looks like the Terminator Force Commander is going to receive a lot of Howling Banshee slices. And right now the Force Commander is being forced on back. Scout Squad against some shots there on the Guardian Squad. The Guardian Squad does fall back right there. Right now, Blue doesn't have a whole lot of VPs remaining, but right now capturing multiple sectors. This other one's not being touched by Blue. The Farseer has been brought back up, but may want to use Spirit Stones on top of her to get more healing. She can use that on herself, right?
An ally has taken a victory point.
Yep, but should be able to fetch herself. His forces have been teleported forward by the Librarian. Does use Force Wave there to knock back the Howling Banshees once again. Terminators make it splash by as well. Purification Vial does connect. Our Shark does fall back as well. Back to the Librarian transport. Does get a cast there. And now the Librarian's falling on back. Does teleport forward there. That's what the Devastator is soft retreating as well. And now do have the Levitation Field now put on the field. Got the Fire Dragons and the Guardian Squads put on the field. Now you've got the second Storm being cast on and got the Webway blowing out Tech Marine units. Howling Banshees now falling back there. Plasma Cannon Devastator does get a good hit there on the Apothecary, knocking him down. And it looks like the Devastator Squad got entirely annihilated there. Plasma Grenade now thrown, gets some damage there. Remainers still have plenty of health remaining. Assault Marines receive a bit of fire there as the Terminator Force Commander is still alive. And now got an Overstrike now because of the inevitable Cyclone missiles. Blue doesn't have a lot of VPs remaining, but right now it's still neutral. Plasma Devastator finds a hit there on the Terminators. Assault Marines do jump on top of them. Looks like the Farseer does withstand a beating there. Does blow some for Seer Council now. And the Tech Marine has enough red points for his own orbital strike. Decided to scorch the earth below him, but he may lose that entire squad there to the Seer Council. There goes that Terminator squad. This other Terminator squad now seems to fire there. Awestruck's almost down. The Awestruck may want to fall back sooner rather than later. Got the Fire Giants pushed way down south. The Librarian may go down. This point is captured up by Blue. Now Blue is starting to count down. This point needs to be captured at the northern point. Nothing's going for the northern point at the moment. The Archtarch does fall back there. The Seer Council gains some great damage there onto the Vanguard veteran. And now the 4th Terminator Force Commander is going to be next. Fire Dragons firing away as well with Guardian Squad to boot. The Guardian Squad needs to start capturing that point. Or case the Fire Dragons doesn't get knocked back in the Cyclone missiles raining on in, but mostly rain too far behind. They need to start decapturing this point there. A1 Pump Northwest Power Point has been captured up by the Tactical Marine Squad of Missile Launcher. Scouts down here. I need to decapture this point. We may see the Force Wave there. Now there's right now double capture against Blue. That's very, very problematic. Drop pod coming on down, knocking back the Terminators, but does not stop the decapture. Another Tactical Marine Squad there. They need to start pushing up north. We got this tactical marine squad trying to stop the Guardian squad. Now Blue's trying to recapture this central or southern point there. The central point has been captured by Blue. Fire Dragons push way forward with the help of these Howling Banshees. It does not have the Archtarch leaders at the moment. There's not one of them. But that's just the Archtarch, Exarch. Fire Dragons do fall back there, seeing a bit too much damage. Does capture the southern point there. One of these Terminator squads may get wiped out as well. Howling Banshees do take out that Terminator as well, so only upgrades lost 2 squads of Terminators. Force Commander still has his Terminators. Librarian's falling back. Tech Marine Librarian. That central point will not be captured by Red. You have this Guardian Squad and go up north, trying to recapture that northern point. Librarian could potentially go down right here. This one could be counting down tickets. And Tactical Marine Squad soft trading wave do now have a Predator tank being pulled by the Terminator Force Commander.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Up north, VP has... Oh, the central VP has been decaptured. Red's decaptured the southern VP. Got Dreadnought put up by the Tech Marine, but no, not by red points. He's keeping his red points up for the Orbital Strike. The other point has been decaptured, soon to be recaptured. Got a drop pod of Tech Marines here, or Tactical Marines. And got this tactical Stern Guard veteran just came from this point at the moment. Terminator Force Commander does have a Power Fist as a melee weapon, so still does decent versus the Dreadnought. Scout Sniper and Terminator falling back. Another Force Wave, more Force Waves being plotted by both players. So got double capture in favor of Blue. Blue needs to maintain the captures as long as it can. Double and triple captures will really help him out because it will help them even out the points, as well as get them more room to breathe as getting points decaptured, because they cannot let any points, they can't lose any more points. Scout Squad may go down right there. Librarians seem quite a bit of use right now. Vanguard Barons advancing forward for Red. Librarian does fall back there. Blue Tech Stern Guard Barons trying to capture that southern or the central point there. Cyclone Missiles does disrupt them. Up north, this point is just being captured up by the Guardian Squad. The VP is already secured up north. Predator tank just standing, shooting there, staying there, firing against the Howling Banshees. Blue starting to recapture central VP. Blue can still pull it out. Got Fire Drinks camping at this point. So far, Blue has maintained great field control there, but the Terminator Force Commander is now here, so he's going to need to fall back to the webway. So you have a special attack there. Now got various forces here to engage that Force Commander. So Blue has a good solid grasp. They have triple capture, and Red's down to 33 tickets. Not a lot left, especially with a triple capture against them. They need to decapture 2 points now. If they don't decapture 2 points now, they lose. Fire Dragons are here. He needs to get both these points. Both needs to be tasked to decapture the point. Terminator Force Commander spent too much time fighting here, and that's going to be game. Blue will pull ahead and pull out a win. And that is the end of the replay. It's Anna Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.